Acacia Waldorf School community. Class 4 Maya is very excited to present a Norse myth play by Michael Seifert based on the book The Children of Odin by Padger Colum, entitled Loki, the Doer of Good and the Doer of Evil.
Once, a long time ago, the Aesir and Vanir lived in Asgard, located in the upper regions of the 9 worlds. These worlds were connected by the great world tree Yggdrasil. In the lower regions dwelt their enemies, the giants who sought to destroy them. Among the dwellers in Asgard was Loki, half Aesir and half giant. Of the gods, Loki was most like us, sometimes doing great good, but sometimes great evil as well. This is the tale of Loki's adventures and his struggles.
Phew, I'm safe. That blasted Thor is nowhere to be found. How is it that I'm no longer welcome amongst the Aesir? What have I done to deserve this treatment? Only a harmless trick or two have I played. I, Loki the Clever, have given them wondrous tools. The spear, Gungnir, which hits its mark no matter how badly the aim of the thrower, and the boat, Skidbladnir, which can sail on any sea but can fold up into one's pocket. Even Thor's great hammer came to him because of my boasting, though the price I paid was great. You might ask, how did it come to this? Well, I will tell you and let you judge for yourself. I remember my first triumph. The Aesir had just arrived on the mountaintop, but it was not protected.
Council of the gods, no payment the stranger could ask would be too much for the building of our wall. Do you agree?
We agree!
We give our oath to you that we will give you whatever you shall ask in payment for the wall, under the condition that the wall is finished to the last to the last block of stone in a year from today.
It was the first day of summer when the stranger started work. He brought no one to help him except the great horse who helped set the stones in their places and mortared them together. Day and night, by light and dark, the horse worked. Day and night, by light and dark. Day and night, by light and dark. Day and night, by light and dark, the horse worked, and soon a great wall was rising around the palaces that the gods themselves were building.
Odin, what wrong with the stranger ask for the work he's doing for us?
I shall go and ask him. We marvel at the work you and your horse are doing for us. No one can doubt that the great wall of Asgard will be built by the first day of summer. What reward do you claim?
Oh, Father of the gods, the reward I shall ask for my work is the sun and the moon. And Freya watches over the flowers and grass for my life.
Without the sun and the moon, the world will wither away.
Without Freya, all the gloom in Asgard.
Let the wall remain unbuilt rather than let the stranger have the reward he would claim.
Let the stranger build a wall around Asgard, and I, Loki, will find a way to make him give up the hard bargain he has made with the gods.
Indeed, the stranger is a giant. Loki, you who are half Aesir and half giant are cunning. I will trust you to find a way.
It was 3 days till summer, and the wall was finished, except for the last great block of stone to be placed over the gateway. The gods were afraid, but Loki was not worried.
My horse, Valdomir, go and haul up the great block of stone so that we may put above the gateway in the morning. So finish the work 2 full days before summer.
This is the largest block of stone I've ever hauled. What is this I see in the beautiful miniature? Why do you come here so harshly? Because you have to work day and night for your master. He keeps you working. Who told you I dare not to do it? I know you dare not to do it. The truth is my master never places me and never lets me have any fun.
Valdomir, where has the horse gone? Without him, I can't finish the wall.
Your work is not finished. You forced us to a hard bargain, and now we need not keep it with you. You shall not be given Sol and Mani, the sun and the moon, nor maiden Freya.
If only the wall I built was not so strong, I would tear it down.
Go and trouble Asgard no more!
You see, it was me. I transformed myself into that little mare. Nice trick, wasn't it? Now the gods can sit in their golden palaces behind the great wall and rejoice that their city is now secure. But Odin brutes, he broke his oath using a trick, so I get no credit. But it was a good trick, wasn't it? The gods complain that I create mischief, but I can get them out of it too. There was that time with Iduna and her apples.
In Asgard there was a garden, and in that garden there grew a tree, and on that tree there grew shining apples. Thou knowest, O well loved one, that every day that passes makes us older and brings us to that day when we will be bent and feeble, gray-headed and weak-eyed. But those shining apples that grew in Asgard, they who ate of them every day never grew older. For the eating of the apples kept old age away. Iduna, the goddess, tended the tree on which the shining apples grew.
Come, Loki, let's go to the land of men to watch over their doings.
I'm hungry. I will bring us back from here. There, this should do. Odin, come and eat. The meat is ready.
It is raw.
How can that be? I will make sure it is cooked this time. Odin, come and eat. The meat is surely ready now.
Is this a trick of yours, Loki? It is still raw. I am going back to Asgard. That meat must be under some enchantment by the giant.
I will make it cooked and will not leave this place hungry.
Canst thou not cook that?
I cannot cook it.
I will cook it for thee if thou wilt give me a share.
Come then and cook it.
My share, give me my share.
Where are you taking me?
Loki, friend Loki, I have thee at last. It was thou who did cheat my brother for his war building the wall around Asgard. Know now that Theos the giant has captured thee, O Loki, most cunning of all the dwellers in Asgard. Here in Jotunheim, the realm of the giants, I will drop you now.
So cold here in Jotunheim. Miserable am I on this iceberg.
Wouldst thou leave thine iceberg, Loki, and return to thy pleasant place in Asgard? Thou dost delight in Asgard, although only by one half does it thou belong to the gods.
Oh, that I might leave this iceberg. My tears freeze upon my face.
Thou mayst leave it when thou showest thyself ready to pay thy rights to me. Thou wilt have to give me the shining apple that Iduna keeps in her basket.
I cannot get Iduna's apples for thee, Thiassi.
Then stay upon the iceberg.
No!
There must be some way, O cunning Loki.
Iduna, although she guards well the shining apples, is simple-minded. It may be that I will be able to get her to go outside the wall of Asgard.
Make it so that she will go outside the wall of Asgard. If she goes outside the wall, I shall get her apples from her. Swear by the world tree that you will lure Iduna beyond the wall of Asgard. Swear it, Loki, and I shall let you go.
I swear it by Yggdrasil, the world tree, that I will lure Iduna beyond the wall of Asgard if thou wilt take me off this iceberg.
And then Loki tried to cook the enchanted meat again, and it was still raw. Oh, here is Loki now, poor fellow. Are you still hungry? Come, it is time for us to eat the apples which keep us young and strong.
Oh, see how lovely the apples are today? Come, my dear brothers and sisters, eat of the shining apples, and it will never become a day older.
shining as the apples that are in thy basket.
There are no apples in the world as shining as mine.
The apples I saw were more shiny. Aye, and they smelled better.
Oh, Loki, no apples in the world are shining, and none smell so sweet as the apples I pluck off the trees in my garden.
Go then and see. Just outside Asgard is the tree that has the apples I saw.
I will go and see if it be so.
Found me out, and then Thor got the hold of me. What wouldst thou with me, O Thor?
I'll hurl thee into a chasm into the ground and strike thee with my thunder. It is thou who didst bring about Iduna went from Asgard.
O Thor, do not crush me with thy thunder. Let me stay in Asgard. I will strive to win Iduna back.
The judgment of the gods is that thou, the cunning one, shouldst go to Jotunheim and by thy craft win Iduna back from the giants. Go, or else I'll hurl thee into a chasm and crush thee with my thunder.
I will go.
With cunning and magic, he led Iduna back to Asgard as a sparrow. When the Acacia flew after them, he led Iduna into the fires which burned upon the walls of Asgard. But the Acacia could not find his way, and his death was credited to Loki. Now the dwellers in Asgard could walk lightly again. Brightness was in their eyes and cheeks. Joy was again in Asgard, but the gods were not happy with Loki.
Loki, troublemaker! Prankster, you only think about yourself! Mischief maker!
Scoundrel! Trickster!
You are always blaming. You are always blaming me. You are always blaming me. It's not fair, it's not my fault. So why are the gods so angry with me? After all, I returned to Duna and no harm had come to her. I have feelings too. I was very cold upon that iceberg. What else could I do? Yasi the giant would have kept me there. I'll show them. If they want mischief, I'll give them mischief. Is that Sif, Thor's wife, I see sleeping outside her palace? She is so vain about that golden hair of hers, and her bully husband, Thor, loves that hair. Oh, Sif, how beautiful your hair is. I'll show them.
Odin, have you seen my wife?
No.
Frigga, have you seen my wife?
No.
Heimdall, have you seen my wife?
No. Thor, she has not crossed the Bifrost the Rainbow Bridge.
Thor!
Oh, Sif, what has happened to change you?
Oh, Thor, I have lost the hair of my head. I have lost the beautiful golden hair that you, Thor, love. You will not love me anymore, so I must go away down to Spartan, the rainbow, the company of the dwarfs. They are as ugly as I am now.
Who did this? Who did this to you, Sif? I am Thor, the strongest of all the dwarves in Asgard. I shall see to it that all the powers of the gods possess will be used to get your fairness back. Come with me, Sif, to the council house, to where the gods and goddesses are.
Who has done such a thing?
It was Loki who did this. No one else in Asgard would do a deed so shameful.
Loki, it was who did this. He has hidden himself, and I shall find him, and I will slay him.
They not so sure, they no dweller in Asgard may slay another. I shall summon Loki to come before us here. It is for you to make cunning Loki break back Sif, the beauty of her golden hair. Yes, Odin, we call. There is a thing that you, Loki, have to do. Restore to Sif, the beauty of her hair.
I shall do as you command, Odin, all Father.
In the days when neither the Aesir nor the Vanir were friendly to him, Loki used to go down to Spartan, the dwarves dwelling below the earth. And now that he was commanded to restore to Sif the beauty of her hair, Loki thought of help he might get from the dwarves. Down, down, through the winding passages below the earth he went. And at last he came to where the dwarves who were most friendly to him were working in their forges. Loki watched as he made the spear Gungnir and the bowstring Gladnir.
My friends, your work is the best in all the nine worlds. Have you got a bar of fine gold that you can hammer into threads? Into threads so fine that they will be like the hair of Sif, Thor's wife? Only the dwarves can make a thing so wonderful. If you could make for me such a thing, your fame and fortune will be guaranteed. Surely the Aesir would welcome you to their council and consult you with their plans.
We dwarfs can make such a wonder.
Taking off a bar of fine gold, they flung it into their idol. Then, taking it out and putting it upon their anvil, they worked on the bar with their tiny hammers until they beat it into threads that were as fine as the hairs on Sif's head. The threads were as bright as sunlight.
And if you would only give me the spear Gungnir and the bowstring Gladnir, Odin will certainly give you a draft from Mimir's well. Back to Asgard I go.
Off with the veil, O Sif.
Ho, ho! Loki has done it! See how her hair shines even more beautiful than before?
What marvelous treasures I brought into Asgard. But those ungrateful gods, little things that I received. They praised Thor's new hammer more than they gave Thor. And all of Asgard worships him to defend their path. I've had enough of this. The gods are too full of themselves. Odin the wise, they call him, Yet he is not so wise after all. With his own words, he induced Lovig the witch. Now she dwells in Asgard, changing the minds of the gods. Well, some of the gods. Those with pure thoughts, they are safe. But who can be so good? I am only half Aesir after all. I have to be mischievous. Is it my fault that evil thoughts enter my mind?
Full of anger toward the Aesir, Loki stole Frigga's falcon dress and flew to Jotunheim. He hovered around one of the dwellings in Jotunheim. It was the home of Geryon, the most savage of all the giants. And beside him were his two evil daughters, Yelp and Grey.
I would keep Thor bound in chains and beat him to death with my iron claws.
I would grind his bones to powder.
I will tear the top of his bones. Father, can you not catch this Thor and bring him to us alive?
Not so long as he had his hammer here, and the hook with which he grasped his hammer, and the belt that doubles his strength.
Oh, he could catch Thor without his hammer and his belt and his gloves.
This is no bird creature. His eyes show him to be a Asgard. Let's shut them in a box till he speaks.
I will do anything if you would let me go.
Will you bring Thor to us?
Will you bring Thor to us without his hammer and without his gloves with which he grabs his hammer and without his belt?
I will bring him to you if you would let me go. Thor is easily deceived, and I can bring him to you without his hammer and his gloves and his belt.
We will let you go, Loki. If you swear by the gloom of Jotunheim, you will bring Thor to us.
I swear it by the gloom of Jotunheim, yeah, and by the fires of Muspelheim. My friend Thor, we have had great adventures together in Jotunheim. Remember how you went as a bride from the giant? Come, let us make another journey. Here, I want to speak to you of what I saw in Gerion's dwelling. I saw the hair of Sif, your wife.
The hair of Sif, my wife?
Yes, the hair I once cut off from Sif's head. Gerion was one who found it when I cast it away. They light their fall with Sif's hair.
I should like to see it.
Then pay Gerion a visit. But if you go to this house, you will have to go without your hammer in your ear and your gloves in your belt.
Where will I leave my hammer and my gloves and my belt?
Leave them in Palestine, or its own brother. Leave them there and come with me to Gerion. Surely you will be well pleased with them.
Yes, I will leave them in Valeskia and come with you to Gerion's dwelling.
Well, that should be the end of Thor. Now to Asgard I go. in Asgard.
Loki, those were dangerous words to say.
Freya, you would still have a husband if you did not break faith with him for the sake of that necklace.
Take the place beside Vidar, my silent son. O Loki, and let thy tongue which drips bitterness be silent.
All the Aesir and the Vanir listened to thy words, O Odin, as if thou wert always wise and just. But didst thou not permit me to work practically on the one who built the wall around Asgard? Was it not thou who, thinking not of wisdom but of gold when a ransom had to be made, brought back gold vapor which thou wert not always wise, not always just, O Odin?
Ha! Loki, betrayer! Thou didst plan to leave me dead in Geirion's house. But now thou shalt be dead by the stroke of Mjolnir, my hammer.
Not in this all may slaying be done, son Thor. Keep thy hands upon thy hammer.
Loki went to live in Jotunheim and married a witch. Terrible were their children. The first was the fearful wolf Fenrir. Him the Aesir bound in chains on a faraway island. The second was the serpent, Jormungand. Him Thor threw down and whipped his gigantic tail around the earth. The third was the most frightening. It had the form of a woman, and one side of her was that of a living woman, and the other side of her was that of a horse. She they named Hela, and Odin took her and hurled her down to the depths of Niflheim. Below the earth she went, and over the dead she ruled. In Asgard, there were two places where the Aesir and Vanir could always be joyful. One was Iduna's garden where the golden apples grew. The other was the Peacehead, where in the palace Baldur the well-beloved and his wife Nanna dwelt. In the Peacehead, no crime had ever been committed, no blood had ever been shed, and no falseness had ever been spoken. In Baldur's presence, the minds of the Aesir and Vanir were at peace. Baldur was beautiful. So beautiful was he that all the white blossoms of the earth were recalled by his name. Baldur was happy. So happy was he that all the birds on the earth sang his name. It was here one day that little Henosa, the child of Freya, and the lost Hoder was brought. She had had a bad dream.
Oh, Nana, it was so terrible. I dreamt of Hela between that is half living woman and half bird. She came to Asgard saying, "O Lord of the Aesir, I must have to dwell with me in my realm beneath the earth. I come for Baldur. How can this be? Nothing in the world will injure Baldur. I will make sure and go to all things for each I will bring it. Do you swear an oath never to hurt Baldur?
Yeah.
Do you swear an oath never to hurt Baldur? Yes. Do you swear an oath never to hurt Baldur?
Yes.
From fire, from water, from iron, all metals. From stones and great trees, from birds and beasts and creeping things, from poisons and diseases, all things have readily given me an oath that they will work no injury in Baldur. Hear up, my AC friends. Said the Hela, my child,
you come to help us with your charms?
Indeed, many fragments of the great branch will have been taken out of those that charms I know. But will you not tell me, what is the meaning of the extraordinary things I saw that Acacia and Daniel did?
I will tell you, they are hurling all manner of heavy and dangerous things at Baldur, my beloved son. And all Asgard cheers to see that neither metal nor stone nor great war can hurt him. All dangerous things have sworn an oath not to harm him.
From all things, lady, is there not one thing in the world that has not taken an oath to leave Baldur nameless?
Well, indeed, there's one thing. That thing is so small and weak that I passed it by without taking thought of it. It was a mistletoe without taking first step.
Surely you are not wrong to pass it by. What could a mistletoe do against Baldur?
It is time to have some fun in these games. On the eastern side of Valhalla, in the great oak tree, a little bush of mistletoe grows. Ho there, brother of Baldur, why do you not enter the game?
I have no missile to throw at Baldur, and besides, I am blind and could not hit him.
Take this and shoot it. It is a twig of mistletoe. I will guide your hand.
he would not learn. At last, the giants attacked. Ragnarok had arrived. But in this battle, no one survived. Loki and Heimdall were locked in mortal combat. Each slew the other, and well, that was that. Huge Fenrir burst his chains, and over all he towered. In this last battle, Odin he devoured. Then Thor slew Jormungand, and a river of venom he spewed. Thor perished in that flood, the final revenge of Loki's brood.
Is the ending to the story really so sad? Will he grow and all?
Odin the wise saw another Baldur would rise in a new world, joyful and free. Evil would be the age of the Lord. This is what Odin
Presenting the cast of Loki, the doer of good and the doer of evil. Sophia Alessa Natola as Dina. Miriam Carlisle L. Salazar as Hermon. Yuna Kim as Sif. Jan Dana and S. Rito as Little Hinosa, Dwarf, and Black. Lucia Ambrosio as one of the witches and the goddess Freya. Nathan Carl Joseph as Thor. Fiona Luis Ingles as Hela and one of the witches. Johan Kylo as the wolf Fenrir and Hodor. Samira Yagi as Nana. Yanchesu as the stranger, also on violin, and the silent son Vidar. Amara Isabel de Vera as the goddess Frigga. Quinn DeMarty as Baldur the beautiful and Battlefield. Miguel Pangilinan as Tyr the great swordsman and the giant Geryon. Lino Cruz on flute and as Heimdall. Logan Jonathan Makitalo as the father of all gods, Odin. Zachary T. Simone on cello, also as the giant Piazzi. And last but not least, Nico Sebastian Artupeng as Loki.
Nor Satan, the great
auxiliary staff who also gave our backdrop and our guinea pigs later during our rehearsal. We'd like to also thank Teacher Lorna, Ms. Eloy, and the rest of the admin staff for taking care of the reservations here at the farm shed, for marketing, and for all coordination needed. Also Tita Hindi for lending us the farm shed. Also Tita Molly and Mitchie for giving us refreshment at the farm shed cafe. Teacher Abbott for making some of the swords and the wooden cups. Also Teacher Diane for helping us with our drawings, which you will see on the side. Teacher M for taking pictures today and tomorrow. The Ritos, Tito John and Tita Anna for our video coverage. We'd also like to thank Lolanita and Ate Elsie for our costumes. Today we were taken to a different time and different worlds, the 9 Norse realms connected by the Great World Yggdrasil tree, and that is made possible by the TC Mountains. So special thanks to Michelle, together with Kuya Julio, Edison, and Albert, and Ate Mylene, and Melissa, and Charity. They were here last Saturday. Thank you. Also to Teacher Mitchie for guidance. And I personally want to thank Teacher Kat, Teacher Chet, Teacher Chi, and Tito Jello for always bringing me home every day. Teacher Saul for teaching us cello. Teacher Maan for the beautiful music. And every single year, I would like to thank Teacher Joy for being here. I also want to thank my family, my mom, my husband, and Rosie, who joined our class today. And I want to give a big thanks to the class for my parents for your presence and for your love and care for the children. Thank you. Some of you have even sold the costume of these children. Thank you so much for your hard work. And I'd like to thank grades 1, grade 5, and grade 7, and the high school for being a good audience today. And last but not least, I want to thank my class, the class foreman.